Today on Schmoedown, we have another wonderful telling of that classic moral, be careful what you wish for. Team Inky and the Brain, and by Inky and the Brain I mean Devon Stewart, have challenged and called out the team known as The Family, consisting of Andrew Guy and the Godfather Drew McWeeny. Well, the family is here now, and they're probably going to be out for blood. So let's just hope and pray that a dastardly whacking does not take place today on JTH Reacts to the movie trivia Schmoedown. Welcome back. So I still remember back when that interview happened after Inky and the Brain were victorious against the movie guys, and when Devon Stewart was vehemently and adamantly calling out the family, to which Rachel Silverstream was like, no, we don't really want to do that. But apparently it was too late. Devon Stewart got what he wanted, but Team Inky and the Brain may not particularly have gotten what they wanted. I guess the closest analogy that I can come up with when it comes to something like this is, as a longtime wrestling fan, back in the early mid-90s, it was the classic story of always vehemently, adamantly saying that they were not afraid of a wrestler known as The Undertaker, and that they were not afraid of the dark, and they were not afraid of death and all that. But then when the gong hit and Paul Bearer would come out and, oh yes, and then you saw the dead man walk towards the ring in the darkness and the smoke, all those people that said they were never afraid started singing a different tune. I have a feeling that we're probably going to get something similar to that, where I just don't think Inky and the Brain are going to know what's hit them until it's too late. Hopefully, this team can prove me wrong, and they can put up a valiant showing, but considering what Andrew Guy has been through in the past little while, and the fact that Drew McWeeny has been on a one-man crusade to try and get the team titles back, who just now happens to be aligned with another person, although he would be well committed to do it on his own, kind of makes me wonder how ugly this can potentially get. So let's hope that no blood is shed and no sharp objects are brought out in the hot seats, and let's just check this out already in 3, 2, and 1. Oh, I get to see someone familiar again. I get to see that moment when you react to yourself reacting to a match, reacting to you reacting to a match. I need to do that window, and just keep having me react to another video of me reacting to a video. That would be perfect. Jack Bauer 24. Yes! Boy, I think I picked that up perfectly. Ah! I have seen this promo too many times. I remember almost everything that happened. And your winner! Ain't going pretty. Ain't up. Oh, damn, get it. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yo, whoa. Playing Drown Movies. Boo! I think they're getting closer to showing my picture in that scroll by. Oh! Your season is done. Your career is done. Wrong. Hey, Hey, I was there to hear that legendary quote. Live. But we're not live. It's just, oh, hello.
My man.
My man.
No tap dance. How is he?
It's great. He is great. He's ready. He's got a fire in his belly like I've never seen.
All right, no. Just, is he ready mentally? Is he ready physically to actually play the game today?
You know what? He might have had a misstep, but he's got the fire he needs to win. Didn't I?
Let's destroy these rubes. All right, that's good for me.
Very reminiscent of that classic X-Men line in the very first one. It's me. Shh. Prove it. You're a dick. Okay?
Welcome back to the movie.
Hello, Mark. Hello, Christian. The gang's all here. You are looking live from Collider Studios in Burbank, California for the movie Trivia Schmoedown. Hello, fans. I'm Brett Musburger. I'm not Brett Musburger. I'm JTH. In a Venom suit.
Battle to the end, and the movie guys looked like they were going to be this new rookie sensation. They were going to win their first match, but Inky the Brain said, won the match. But it was the surprising thing that happened in the post interview, to where Devon Stewart, who was he was confident and ready. He challenged.
They got a little silly.
Guy and Drew McQueen.
No. We didn't say that.
Christian. Nice to be calling it with you, a real Wyoming cowboy.
That's right.
And when you look at Inky and the Brain,
Wyoming
Inky and the Brain
Cowboys.
because they want to take over the world. They always have a scheme and maybe getting ahead of themselves by challenging a team composed of
Come,
others
Rachel.
as
We
good
must
as what
prepare
we've
for
seen
tomorrow
with the
night.
Drews in the family.
Well,
What are we gonna do tomorrow night?
Right? But the other
Same
side
thing
of
we
that
do
is,
every night, Rachel.
once they win,
Try to
if
take
they
over the
lose
world.
today, then
They're
they
dinky,
catapult
they're
themselves
inky,
into
and the
being
brain.
the content right now.
Earth.
Exactly in the conversation for
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Feld if they get the W here today.
They go to 2-1 against Drew McQueen and Drew Guy. They are in the conversation. So maybe Devon Stewart's not as crazy as we think, or maybe he is, but it's a good kind of crazy.
He's very, very
He's
dangerous.
very crazy.
So that is why these teams are playing. And then after the events of Houston, how's the family feeling?
Physically, mentally, emotionally.
Apparently he's
We don't
fine.
know.
We just
So
saw.
is that going to pay some kind of
Smack.
effect on them also? So this is a very interesting match. It's not the match we thought we were going to get before Houston.
Dropped like
There's
a
lot
sack of
things
potatoes.
involved right now. So Inky and the Brain, the family, and we heard from both of them. Here we go.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, what a great way for an intro.
Maybe Houston didn't go as well as we would have liked.
Violence! Look at the violence inherited in the system.
In the Brain? I don't even know who these people are.
Hi guys, it's Inky and the Brain.
Yeah.
Inky the Brain, this big victory. Devon, he wants to challenge Andrew Guy.
I did yoga before I came today, and I'm ready for anybody. Bring it on, Andrew Guy and Drew McQueen. We going against the family, La Familia, El Chupacabra, whatever you want to call them. We going against them right now, and we gonna take them out.
So we beat the movie guys in a really fun match, really good match. And then all of a sudden, Mr. Big Drawers over here wants to go and challenge the family.
First of all, my draws is a medium.
What, they played 2 matches? I got one of the greatest of all time right here. A stone cold killer. And me, the greatest of all time. Andrew Guy against who?
Rachel, have some confidence. Let's do it. Give him a girl face. Yeah, I was hot.
Get the girl face.
Girl, you stop it. It's crazy.
You know what I'm gonna do to these 2 idiots? I'm gonna step over them and keep moving on because they don't even belong in the ring with me. They don't even deserve to look at this man. Godfather, what you got?
It's over.
Whoa.
I want to say this calmly, cool, and collected. And as nice as I can
We're gonna
possibly
beat
say.
you down.
We about to whoop yo.
Boy, I call that. He about to do the Chris card. I've seen enough of that Chris cart that I pretty much know how it's done.
You can see Drew Guy, yeah, he's still got that thing, but his swagger is a little off there, Mark.
No, it's a little off. There's a little bit of a, somebody who's been to the lows recently kind of look. So it's not the normal cocky. He's not breaking anything in the studio. That's nice to hear. And Drew McWeeny, the usual confidence you would get from somebody like that. But seeing them together, we always talk about this with team matches. I was
kind of expecting him to do the Clubber Lang. Deadbeat.
Interesting to see how.
Because he said that one time, I want red meat, want good fight. So got to get red meat and then dead meat.
Denzel Washington movies, rom-coms, Disney movies, and challenging whoever's in front of them, even if they shouldn't play them. And then you have the family. You've got the family, Drew Guy,
throwing or being thrown through a table.
Big strength there too. 80s movies, that's true. 80s movies, 70s.
Although technically, he wasn't thrown through a table.
Or being thrown through a table. Big strength.
Big strength for them. The family that throws tables together stays together.
Why not? Are you ready to get going, my friend?
I thought I was until I said that.
That's okay. We're all allowed a couple of them. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the
Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Well, you all are allowed a couple of them. I'm allowed 1,873.
Introducing first.
Ah, they're bringing it back. They didn't use it in the last match.
Of one win.
They're Inky and the Brain. Yes, Inky and the Brain. One is a rider, the other's Devon. They give it all their might. They will put up a fight. We hope they dinky. They're Inky and the Brain, 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 doom. Before this match is done, they know just what to do. They will give it all they got to defeat Drew and Drew, Inky and the Brain. The Inky and the... Oh, the music's dying. They won't... They didn't want me to finish my classic song.
Led to the ring by their manager...
Little jazz music.
Robert Meyer Burnett. With a record of 1 win, no defeat. They're the ranked number 17. Dastardly.
If you all are the family, why don't you all come out to All in the Family? Then we can have the Odd Couple, All in the Family. Then we gotta get a team called the Jeffersons and Home Improvement. I don't know how well their movie trivia would be, but Home Improvement. And then Family Matters, Family Matters, and then get the people so they can come out to the Progressive Maid song. That's a very creative song.
But is that something though?
Is she an alien? Is she a spy? She always around, I wonder why. Not the maid we asked for, because I'm not the maid, but she's the maid we got.
Apparently he doesn't recognize greatness.
Well, like he said, that could be maybe the thing that you weren't completely honest with Booker. That's the way some people could look at it.
Some people would say, was Andrew honest? Will Devon have a British accent? A lot to uncover here in the match today.
Honesty is subjective.
Well, the teams have sat down. They are here. They are ready to go. And Mark, give us the rules for round number 1.
You take a nap. I'll handle this. In round number 1, this is the team format, but it is an individual exercise because a question will be asked to the field, 8 of them in total. You must rely on your knowledge alone. Your teammate may not help you in round number 1. As soon as you hear the question, please write down your best attempt at an answer on the whiteboard in front of you. You have about 15 seconds to do so. Once we address you by name to give us your answer, please show what you wrote on the whiteboard to your camera. At the same time, you verbalize it into the microphone. Each question is worth 1 point. That point will
not 2,
part of your
not 3,
There's no penalty
not
for missing
8.
The question. There's no stealing
1.
in round number 1. I'll remind each team of your 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match. Not sure you heard a question right. You need to buy yourself some time.
Wonder if one day someone will flub and call it the JTH rule.
As a team,
I might smile.
Time during the 3 rounds. KGH, back to you.
All right.
Oh, he said KGH. He almost said JTH. I'll take it.
Yeah, we're ready.
And Inky in the Brain.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown.
Yay!
All right.
That was not a British accent.
It was not. Question number 1.
Oh, well, you're about to do it right now.
Action adventure. Action adventure. Name 2 of the 3 actresses who are the angels from 2000's Charlie's Angels.
I think they said 2. I think I only know 2.
Theater in college.
You loved it, didn't you?
Not really.
No. First one better than the second one, at least.
No.
What? 5.
Well,
4. Tell me later.
If I
3.
saw the second one.
Drew Barrymore, Lucy Liu.
Oh, that's early.
Name 2 of the 3
Oh,
actresses
thanks, Devon.
who are the angels from 2000's Charlie's Angels.
Let's just hide it so we can reveal it again. So I can get double the points.
Third. Thanks for counting.
We're gonna take shit from the guy in the leather jacket.
Hey, what's wrong with
Again.
this?
And
You're wearing
5,
sweatpants, my friend.
4,
Hey, so am I.
2.
Drew Barrymore and Lucy
Hands
Liu.
down, please, and start with Drew McWeeny.
Lucy Liu, Cameron Diaz, and of course I have to put Drew Barrymore.
That is
for 2.
correct.
He got all 3. Still
Rachel?
1 point.
Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz.
Yes, Andrew Guy.
Lucy Liu, Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz, and then you got Bill Murray down there at the bottom, just a little love.
Devon Stewart.
You should probably take that away because he put a man on there, but Drew Barrymore and Lucy Liu.
You got it.
There
Okay,
it is.
2-2.
I actually forgot Cameron Diaz was in that movie.
It worked. Pays off.
Cameron Diaz, where is Scott Mance when you need him?
Crime movies.
Yeah,
Crime.
bitch.
This 2011 Nicholas Winding Refn film starred Ryan Gosling as a Hollywood stuntman.
Is it Winding?
Nicholas, I call the guy Ambien.
I remember that PlayStation 2 game called Stuntman. That was actually a very fun game, especially when you intentionally killed your stuntman.
Winding or Winding? 4. Today it'll be Winding.
Like in the snowmobile one, where you always made him drive off a cliff.
Drive.
Yes, Andrew Guy.
Drive.
Devon.
Drive.
And Drew McWeeny.
That would be Drive.
And we are tied up. 4
Glad they all knew it, because I certainly did not.
Next question comes in the realm of dramas. Which actress plays an ambitious young woman named Natalie in 2009's Up in the Air?
See, now you're talking.
Because
You're talking.
Because I said up.
I mean, that's a good movie too, but I like Up in the Air.
Very sad beginning.
What, Up in the Air?
Up.
God, it's a
5.
rip your heart out.
4.
Run out of time.
3.
Probably not right at all. Natalie Portman.
Pens down. Pens down, please. And we
Anna
start
Kendrick,
with
thank you.
Andrew Guy. What was it?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Anna Kendrick, thank you.
Yes,
No, I'm
Devon.
not nervous, Rachel.
Devon.
Don't talk to me.
I put Naomi Watts.
That's incorrect. Drew McWeeny.
That would be Anna Kendrick.
And Rachel.
Anna Kendrick.
Okay, so that's still Family 6, Inky the Brain 5.
They have been cut.
Why are you wasting my time, Christian?
Well, you better not talk too much. We saw what happened a couple weeks ago. Let's go to now number 4.
Yeah, that's going to be animated. These are movies drawn by hand
Ah,
on a computer.
I might know this
Good
one.
question.
Hopefully.
The 2015 film Home features which famous singer voicing the main human character, Tip?
Fun
Never mind.
fact about
No, I
this
don't.
movie. This is the only movie that my daughter ever wanted to walk out on.
Your daughter in the studio audience here today. We can ask her.
She didn't
An
want.
exclusive interview.
She didn't like the movie.
Your daughter's hot takes on Home.
5, 4, Three.
Miley Cyrus.
2, 1. Pens down. Devon.
Rihanna.
Yes.
Oh,
Drew McWeeny.
I do not have it.
I said Sierra.
And Drew. Didn't have. It's only Devon. Ties up the game.
very
Ties up
good.
the game with that only pull. That's a big pull. That's a big takes away
missed
all
the
the
one part, got the black
Inky
one.
The Brain is able to hang around this match.
Yeah.
I think they're going to win over the crowd even more, and it's going to make the family a little nervous.
Fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi. Which fantasy franchise features the characters Mr. Tumnus, Fenris Ulf, and Trumpkin the Dwarf?
That is the perfect name. You know, Fenris Ulf, one of the all-time great like nerd calls.
There's another one that I won't mention because it might give it away, but you made me laugh.
Oh no, please tell me. I need to know this.
4,
Walk down memory
Tell me,
lane.
Christian. What is it?
2, 1. Pens down. Drew McWeeny.
That would be the Chronicles of Narnia.
That would be correct.
Oh.
Narnia.
Yes.
Narnia.
Yes.
I guess Chronicles of Narnia.
Oh.
8-8. 8-8.
The happiness.
Look at Devon.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
always
yeah.
Nice to see the glimmer.
We're gonna
of
kick some
childhood.
ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Devon kills me. All right, here's the next question.
All right, next categories from the world of comedies. Ha 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 ha.
Ah! That's all I got.
Who plays the role of Chaka King, the director of the Blunt Man and Chronic film in Jay
Oh,
and Silent
yay.
Bob Strike Back?
Big round of applause from RB3.
That's right. Robert Butler III.
You got 2 more JTEs you can use.
Ah man, you're right.
5,
Can't even argue with
4, 3,
It's Chris Rock.
2,
White man. I'm not white.
1. Pens down. Put pens down and
That's already wrong, I can tell you.
pens down.
Yeah.
And we got Rachel.
Chris Rock.
Yes. Drew. Yes.
Chris Rock.
And Devon.
I went Ben Affleck this time.
Incorrect. Drew McQueenie.
Chris Rock.
Okay, so there we go. The family taking their lead back. Devon missed. Well, Rachel Silverstream playing lights out here right now. And next question, number.
No, McQueenie's playing how he always plays. Thank you.
I said he is.
I'm talking about him.
I said.
Horror
This
slash.
guy's sitting on a bed of nails, isn't he?
My back hurts. All right, and I'm pissed.
Horror thriller.
Ah, get past. Thank you, Todd Stottlemyre.
Novel. What film takes place in the fictional town of Derry, Maine?
How many drugs do you think have been ingested by the 4 competitors? I know Andrew's probably on some sort of painkiller.
Yeah.
Did he share them with his fellow?
McQueeney looks like a clean cat to me.
No, he's got his Coke Zero.
4. That's true.
No clue. We'll just say it.
2, 1. Pens down. Drew, guy, pen down.
I was trying to fake it so that he thought I was writing more. It's it.
That's correct.
Oh,
Devon.
it is it.
I was trying to fake him out because I was acting suspenseful.
Yes, McQueeney and Rachel. It. Okay.
He has
11.
it.
This is a tight game
Inky
here.
the
It's
Brain
kinda
hanging
close
right
there,
there.
huh?
A chance
Yeah.
to possibly take the lead depending on what happens with our last question in round number 1. And that
Ask
is
a
a
question about a
Patreon
black woman.
question. And this Patreon question comes to us from Andy Schick. How about a hand
Oh,
for Andy?
still not me.
11
Oh,
Andy, 11 the race.
congratulations, Andy.
So Andy, if you want to have your
now,
name
where in the heck is my Patreon question? Is it going to be tomorrow
Which tier is right for you?
for
Andy Schick,
David and Liz?
releases.
Certainly hope so. Otherwise, where the heck is it?
The question from Mr. Schick is, in Fighting with My Family,
Great movie.
what actor, often seen in comedic roles, plays WWE trainer Hutch Morgan, who is in charge of selecting candidates?
Did you get a chance to see this?
I saw it with you.
Just talked about wrestling and actually did
Literally
not
sitting
see
next to you.
this.
That's actually true.
And every 3 seconds, oh, this is real. This actually happened.
5. Never once did I say that.
This
5,
is, Mark, that's Vince McMahon.
4. He's not even in the movie. 3, 2.
Thanks, Mark.
Pens down.
I don't know it.
And Devon.
The Rock.
Incorrect. Drew McQueeney.
Would that be Nick Frost?
Incorrect. Rachel.
I can't pull his name, but he's Mr. Chicago.
Incorrect.
Wow.
Drew.
John Cena.
Wow. Nobody got it. Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn.
Oh, Vince Vaughn.
Vince
They are
Vaughn.
not so money.
Didn't
here,
watch that
Chris.
movie.
But
It's on iTunes.
Wow.
You're not alone, Devon.
I'm shocked. It's in the trailers.
Clearly, they did not see the movie
In the
along with you and I.
trailers.
Did not.
I knew who he was.
Who was it? Who was the answer? Who was
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn.
Okay, so here's the round number 2. Now 12-11. The family going into round number 2 with a 1-point lead.
And I think even the biggest Inky the Brain supporters might be a little surprised they're hanging with the family this well. As we go through the
Agreed.
round, as we know, Christian,
Agreed on that one.
in round number 2, because the Wheel of Fate, Doom, and Justice.
I'll drink to that.
From behind the curtain, you'll
Always
see
have a
the
extra Pepsi in
fan
store.
favorite opponent's choice, and what every competitor hopes to get Spinner's choice, along with 10 other movie trivia categories. 2 of those slices, and as a matter of fact, the entire wheel are sponsored by a Schmoedown patron, John Layton.
Wow.
How about a hand for John? John Layton sponsored the entire wheel. The 2 slices that John Layton wanted to highlight are Kurt Russell and Kate Winslet. So those 2 slices are on the wheel, along with 8 other different slices that are in different realms of the movie.
What movie
Schmoedown
starred
know
Kurt
about.
Russell and
Once
Kate
you spin
Winslet?
that wheel,
Nothing.
You select the category you spin, or you can get a mulligan, which is golf for do-over. Once you settle on a category, this is the team
Mulligan.
format, so each team is going to hear 6
See,
questions.
in layman's terms, that's what it's supposed to mean, but people will use them even when,
However, there is stealing available
just
in
because they
round
want
number
to.
2. So if you're not
As
sure
a
what you
golf
have,
course maintenance
choice. We're gonna
worker,
give 4 options.
we
One
see
way
too
to
many
select
mulligans
that
when
point
mulligans
right
don't
now
need to
goes
be
down
used.
to
And as a
1.
worker,
The teams may
it
confer with each other
frustrates
for
me.
each and every
Very
question
much
in
so.
round number
Impedes my work.
So the Inky the Brain has used 1 JTE. The family has not used any yet. So the family is in the lead, so they will get a chance to either go first or second. Guys, what would you like to do?
They are going to spend.
They're gonna go
Hey, I do that all the time,
All
guy.
right, so let's go Rachel and Devon. Who's going to go? Rachel, please.
Actually,
go to the wheel.
the big old guy in one of the classic Daffy Duck cartoons did it first, so I can't take credit for that.
That's a great spin.
You
That
know,
is a great
they're
spin.
looking for
Wheel
this
of
to
Death,
look
gotta
how
pray
much
to
fun
the
it is.
wheel.
Movies.
Oh wait,
look
no.
at and
It
hit Kurt
Inky in the Brain, I gotta do the
Russell.
Animaniacs.
Spinning away from one of the greatest American treasures.
Wheel of morality, turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we should learn. Number 3. And the moral of the story is, it's not how many times you fall down, it's how expensive the medical bill gets. Wah, wah.
Rumor has it that is one of their strengths, so here we go. in the world of Kevin Smith movies, and we start your first of 6
You want
questions
the
with one of Kevin
robot
Smith's
sound
best,
like gay black
Jersey
man?
Girl. The family decides to do a song from Sweeney Todd for the talent show, while everyone else does a song from what musical?
Cats.
She knew it. 2 points. Wow.
Cats.
Off to a hot
That's
start
a
in
thing.
round number 2. Your next question: what actor plays an eccentric detective named Guy Lapointe in Tusk and Yoga Hosers?
Damn you,
Chris Doliski, you just got a plug for giving a
5, 4,
difficult question.
3,
Repeat
2,
the question.
second one.
Which actor plays an eccentric detective named Guy Lapointe in Tusk and Yoga Hosers?
Johnny Depp.
Wow,
Give him
she
2
is-
points.
What a great way to play the game. They're very impressive by Silvestrini there. She took her time, used the JT rule, and got the question.
And now we move to your third question.
Happy to
round
help.
Number 2. What actor has a cameo as a hippie named Brent, who Jay throws out of a van in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
Oh, Ashton Kutcher?
Devon's just there staring at his partner.
We're trying to will the answer.
Ashton Kutcher?
5, 4, 3.
Sean William Scott.
That's another 2 points, Christian.
Wow.
And
Oh.
Rachel Silvestrini.
The other guy
trying to
from
play
Dude, Where's
ball
My
right
Car?
now.
all of a sudden,
I
we're
just
the
want you to know,
halfway
I
point of
actually
The,
the
that
game.
one.
The
Round number
less
2.
remembered
You
one.
gotta think the family's shaking in their boots a little bit. Your next question:
Ellis, come on.
what type of food does Veronica bring to Dante for lunch in Clerks?
Lasagna.
Wow. Rachel Silvestrini is on fire.
That's right.
Oh my, she's on fire.
All right. Your next question in the world of Kevin Smith movies. This question is for Rachel, but Devon is also there.
I'm here to keep the hair out of face. There you go, girl.
In which film is Silent Bob asked for advice and he responds with, "I got nothing"?
Devon be like, come on, Rachel, what you waiting on?
5,
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Mallrats, B, Dogma, C, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, or D, Clerks 2?
Clerks 2. Seems like it would be a sequel, so it's a follow-up to something.
5, 4, 3.
Clerks 2.
Give him a point.
Oh!
Give him a point.
My
It is
reasoning
now
probably has nothing to do with it,
12,
but
Inky the Brain,
I'm
and they
just
have
glad to
one
be
more
right.
Question in the wild, wacky, wonderful world of Kevin Smith movies. Your final question for 2 points and possibly a 10-point lead. Who plays the demon Azrael in Dogma?
Jason Lee.
Ah!
2 more points and one.
David Seville himself.
Round number 2 by Inky and the
Boy,
Brain.
he
Christian
did all them
double
Kevin Smith movies and then got catapulted to Chipmunk films and made $1 billion zillion.
Now, you know that Drew's looking. Drew has that
Gotta know
magic
how to
touch.
play the
If he
game
hits
with the wheel.
80s, if he hits 80s, we're in.
Of course he's going to hit 80s, because he's probably the devil Azrael.
Very unfazed right now.
No, he's been here before. He's a former team champion.
But he might have just spun himself
he
into
might have done
opponent's
it,
choice
or not.
80s.
Oh,
Ooh.
comedy.
Comedy.
See, 80s is what he was looking for.
Is he going to keep?
They're going for comedy, so it could be vague.
Funny guy.
Look at Inky.
Give them all 80s
All
comedies.
right, dude, now they're just kicking back,
Ghostbusters,
relaxing.
Blues
Here
Brothers.
we go. Here we go. Here's comedies. 6 questions. We go to the audience.
Shush.
Question 1. Who was the star of the spoof movies Love at First Bite and Zorro the Gay Blade?
George Hamilton.
That's correct for 2 points. Okay.
Hell of a tan on that guy.
Question 2. In Ferris Bueller's Day Off, what is the name of the Sausage King of Chicago?
Abe Froman.
2 more points. That's correct.
Abe Froman.
Okay. Question 3.
Devastatingly handsome.
Which actress played pitcher Kit Keller in A League of Their Own?
Go ahead.
5.
I'm just waiting for the correct answer to be done.
That would be Lori Petty.
That's correct.
Okay,
2 points.
there it is.
And just like that, it's only a 4-point game of the family, a logistical chance to take the lead going into round 3.
I just want to make sure it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I
All
appreciate
right,
that.
there we go. Here's question number 5 or 4. 4, sorry. What former James Bond actor played Happy Gilmore's former boss, Mr. Larson?
Oh, it's a guy was Jaws. Big tall guy. I don't know what his name is.
It is a great question.
Richard Keel.
That's correct.
Okay,
Wow.
that's what it is.
Deep cut from Happy Gilmore.
Two more questions. Two more questions. What 90s film?
Love you, Rox.
What 90s film? What 90s film has Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau pose as dance hosts in order to get an
Out to Sea.
paid cruise?
Out to Sea.
Out to Sea.
Yes!
2 more points. Wow. And
Not
they're
quite
tied
the
up.
grumpier old men level comedy, but
Yes.
they still got it.
Last question here. Which Python plays King Arthur
Oh, shoot.
in
Oh,
Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
That would be
That's-
our man,
yep.
Graham Chapman.
2 more points. Perfect round.
Graham
for the
Chapman,
family.
an all-time great. Monty
Wow.
Python, all-time greats in the
Wow.
family,
Ju-
showing them
Just when Inky and the Brain thought they had a bunch of momentum, and it looked like they actually could. Hold on.
Up at a 10-point deficit.
Nope.
Not the family. Now they're up by
No
2
chance.
You're
No
exactly
chance
right. That
in
just shows what a
hell.
former champion does. He gets up there, he spins the wheel, sticks with comedy, says, let's do it, and runs the board.
That's what a former champion does, and then Andrew Guy takes a nice long pull from his whiskey.
All right, so now we get into round number 3.
Actually been a very good match so far.
How does it go?
In round number 3, we need
I will have
a
to
slate of
probably
3
eat
numbers
a big
from
plate
each
of
team.
crow
Numbers
on this
can
one.
range from
Not
1
the
to 20. Each
the
number
unfortunate
corresponds to a
assassination
different
that I was
corner
fearing
of
was
the
going to happen.
Schmoedown Galaxy, because this is the team format.
But
here's
Inky
how
and the
it
Brain,
works.
if you pick 2, you will
Give us
win.
some numbers, we'll tell you
Always
what the
remember,
point
pick
category
2.
is, and at that point, the team will have to
Few people
decide
do it,
which
and that's why they
member is
fail.
answering that question by their lonesome. The opposite member will answer the 3-point category, and then you may confer only for the 5-point question. The family is currently enjoying a 2-point lead thanks to Drew's know-how and Drew's drinking. Which 3 numbers would you like to have from 1 to 20?
You know, I've done a lot in this league. I still haven't earned a damn ounce of your respect, and I'm sick of it.
What makes
7, 11, and 13.
7, 11, and 13.
All odds, Christian.
I've been working with him for 10 years, and I still don't have it, so don't worry about it. Inky and the Brain.
4, 12, and 16.
No one picked 2. No one
Inky and the
wins.
Brain. All right, we start with Inky and the Brain. Now, they've used 2 JTE rules already.
This will be a tie that will last
Start with
infinity
category
years.
number 4. Category number 4.
Which for Inky and the Brain is probably just as much as a
That's
win.
Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett.
Both look excited. Yeah, because she thinks that he's not going to get it right, and she thinks she's the better player, so she wants to take the 3, which is why she's having him take the 2. He doesn't want to take it because he doesn't know Kate Blanchett at all.
Drew
That's
Guy's
the
a
play by
picture in
play.
movie trivia Schmoedown
It's actually pretty
commentary.
good. So who's taking it?
And they both know I'm right.
Who's taking it?
It's been like
I'll take it.
You're going to take it. All right, here we go.
I'll
All
take
right.
it.
Here we go. All right.
You're welcome at home.
Question 2. Or question 1, excuse me. For the 2-pointer. What is the name of Kate Blanchett starred as the witch, Florence Zimmerman, opposite Jack Black in this 2018 film? 5, 4,
And we can't do multiple choice in this one.
3,
Oh, how many times you played the
All right.
game?
1. Incorrect. Incorrect.
The one where he goes and he's like giant. Gulliver's Island? Gulliver's Travels?
Not even close. They're
Okay.
looking for the house with the clock in its walls.
Oh, man, I didn't see that.
I didn't know what either. Man.
Now we get the 3.
I know.
Now we get the
I
3-pointer.
know. I know when you're bluffing.
The 3-pointer is number 12, and that's Rachel, and that's Tarantino.
This plan worked out.
Here we go. Tarantino. Okay. Here we go.
I love
Tarantino. Okay.
A damn shame.
What is the first and last name of Sam Jackson's character in Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction?
It's Jules something. I don't even remember his I don't.
It's Julius.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Smith.
1. Looking
Julius Caesar, actually.
Actually, no, it's
That's
Jules Winfield. Jules Winfield. Jules Winfield is the next. All right, so this is where we are now. Inky and the Brain needs to hit their 5. If they hit their 5, it bounces back to the family. But if they miss, the family will win by TKO. This is a position they were in against the movie guys as well, though.
That's right, Christian. This is where a fate will be sealed. Will Inky and the Brain be remembered as just a fun lark that pushed the family in round number 2, or will they actually be able to upset one of the biggest?
We shall see.
Spy movies.
Oroko
Spy
Saki.
movies. Here you go. Spy movies. In Mission Impossible Fallout, who plays Julia's second husband, whom is working with her at the medical camp at the end of the film?
They seem to know the face. Can they conjure the name?
5, 4, 3, 2, last one. In Mission Impossible Fallout,
I
who
don't
plays
think they're gonna
Julia's
get it.
second husband, whom is working with her at the medical camp at the end of the film?
Wait, they have one more JTH.
This is it.
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
it. That's all they have.
5, 4, 3,
Clive Owen.
2, and your winner by way of technical knockout, Drew McQueenie, Drew Guy, the family. The answer was Wes Bentley.
Wes Bentley
Answer,
from
and
American
the family
Beauty.
wins it.
P2. Who's in that?
And just like that, the family.
So Robert Marbonette very happy to greet his stable. Drew's still limping, but you got to figure he got a little bit of confidence back.
Oh, yeah.
Drew McQueenie never lacking for it. Andrew Guy maybe back to where he was.
You
Well,
dick.
Inky
What
and
a
Brain had
dick.
nothing to hang their head at. It was a great match.
Very
Really,
entertaining,
oh,
too.
it was super
Fun team to watch.
entertaining, and Rachel really wiped up with that Kevin Smith category. But it just that they had those three questions in round number 3 just did the.
So just like Inky and the
Brain
Brain came so close to taking over the world, and then
But Mark, it's just gonna be a very interesting post.
they missed that honeymooners question, just like in the Pinky and the Brain pilot.
What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? Jen Sturger here with Inky and the Brain.
Brain.
Guys,
Earth.
oh, we all wanted that to go differently out there, and you guys were so close to knocking off the family.
That was on me.
You're supposed to share the microphone.
That was on me. That was my call. The Kate Blanchett was, I was like, it's a 2-pointer. It's going to be a softball. You'll be fine. And then.
Is that what happened?
That's exactly what
Because Guy
happened.
was doing his fake play-by-play.
And I was like, shut up. Get out of my head. Stop being my conscience.
But he does have that ability
He
when he's
does.
out there to get in people's heads. Did he mess with you guys the whole time you were out there? Or do you feel like you had it pretty under control till that third round?
We were good. His intimidation factor is a lot weaker than he lets on. But
Noise-canceling headphones help.
Yeah, for the most part. But, like, oh, man, when it comes to these questions about, like, these white women, I be missing them. Like, I be missing them. You should have known that. Who got the Rihanna question?
You did.
Okay, you give me those. And then Tarantino, that's one of my favorite directors.
I know.
Give him some Stella's Got Your Groove Back. You guys could have had a different
girl,
match.
I would have had it.
We're in. Stella's got it.
Oh, man.
We need to get our groove back.
So, yeah, you do need to get your groove back. But, you know, besides that, the crowd absolutely loves you guys, in case you can't tell. I don't think
you guys are the best people ever.
Y'all really are. Y'all
I don't
cool as
think
hell.
that people saw this as like a perfect pairing, but it seems like you guys just have such complementary knowledge and personalities.
Yeah.
Like you just seem so much happier in this space.
Girl, you stop.
And,
Don't make me
and
blush.
like I said, I feel like you guys complement each other so well when it comes to knowledge. I'm just trying to figure out who out there would be a good match for you guys. You know what? It could be a lot of fun. I don't know how great of a match it'll be. You'll definitely win, probably, the Wild Berries.
I'm in.
Oh. Of course.
I'm in.
I feel like on any given day, depending on what version of the berries show up, that can be an actual match, but it will always be entertaining.
But we want wild berries. We don't want the mild berries.
Oh, the mild berries
We're
were
not
awful.
wanting to go to a Dave Matthews Band concert. We want the wild berries.
No yacht rock for you guys?
No. But I think I did face them as a Kingsman one time.
I think so.
I think so. When we were green.
But you're a new
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The other guy. The other
you
guy.
are, but you are a new man. You are.
Oh, I'm a completely different person. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, completely different person.
But anyways, sorry today didn't work out for you guys. But like I said, you're crowd favorites out here, and we can't wait to see who you guys face next.
That's all right. Us too. And all of our matches are close, so it's only a matter of time.
It's gonna happen. And I'm back with the
Champ
family.
lunch.
Congratulations, guys. That was a really well-played match.
Hey, wait, Jessica.
Here we go again.
These are the family. And let me just point out that who comes back from a 12-point deficit? These guys, boom, like a Thanos snap, they took this game. These are the #1 contenders in this league. They're going all the way.
I mean, I was kind of impressed you guys actually stuck with comedies because we've seen that can be a pretty broad category out there. Was there any reservation at all?
Oh, I mean, come on. We're the family, all right? We know everything. There's nothing to be scared about. There's no category we fear. I mean, Godfather?
No, they covered a lot of ground this time. 70s, 90s, 2000s. I like that.
So I guess the obvious question is now, who's next? You know, there's a lot of competitors out there that would be
Who's the
worthy
boss?
opponents of you guys. Were there any that have been catching your eye?
All right, first of all, no one is worthy. There's just always someone next. That's all that it is.
Look, I joined the family for one reason. I want my belt back. And the path to that so far, you know, we've won a couple of matches. You're seeing what we can do. I want a real competitor. I got long-standing beef with JTE. Everybody thinks he and Lon are this amazing new team. I know the weakness on any team with JTE on it.
Yes,
so please,
JTE is the weakness of any team with JTE on it.
please give us them. I want them next.
All right, we'll see what we can work
Interesting.
out. Before I let you guys go, Andrew, I do have to ask you about Houston.
No. If this is about Houston, I don't want to talk about it. Oh.
Hi. Sorry, Jesse. I just want to say you guys did an amazing job. Drew, I'm really impressed by your performance out there today, and I'm really proud of you guys. You beat a really tough team, and great job.
Thank you so much, Rox. So good to see you.
It's really good to see you too, and I'm glad you listened. Good job, guys. Good job, Drew.
Thanks.
Okay.
Bye. Look, Roxy and I.
That was your ex-best friend's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, we're very, very close. That's all I have to say. So, JTE and Lon, we'll see you soon. Family out.
Thanks, Jessica. Well, there's a lot of confusing stuff that went on. Let's talk about the main thing that happened inside of that interview with they're 2-0 and they call out the evil geniuses. They want JTE and Lon. But what about Roxy Schreier walking in there saying congratulations to Drew Guy and just kind of walking in?
You're managing tag team champions.
Yeah, it was very odd to see because we've seen the recent events at live settings, like Chicago and Houston. And so now when you pair that with her, it wasn't a crash of a post-game interview, but it was very interesting to see her walk in and add a new dynamic into what we're going to see with the family.
She's just throwing salt on Ben Bateman every chance that she can get, and it's just becoming pretty clear here. We've been seeing this tease, and she walks in there, congratulates him. It's bizarre at the very least.
At least this is a metaphorical slap in the
bizarre.
face.
But Inky and the Brain, they are also talking, and I think Jen said it as much in the interview too, that they keep winning the hearts of the crowd and of the audience, and I don't think that we've seen the last of them. I think a match with Late to the Party would be fun. I think a match with the Wildberries could be fun. I think that they could have a lot of fun matches in their future.
Yeah, I think Inky and the Brain is one of these teams. It's a little contingent on what they spin in round number 2, but if they get that right category, anything is possible. And just as somebody who likes to be entertained when we call these matches, Inky and the Brain, one of my new favorite squads.
All right, so that's it. The family takes the win. Maybe not as easy as some of you thought.
I can see.
That was a really impressive.
Hang my head in shame.
Almost did it. Couldn't pull it off. The family finds themselves at 2-0, and Drew McQueenie, Drew Guy, the family, riding strong here. Who will they play next? It's a big, big question. For you guys, go on over to the Patreon. We have all these updated tiers right now that have really been something. There's ways to get these shirts that we have at the live events now. There's updated tiers that Emma Fife and yourself have announced. The way that there's like these new, there's a platinum, there's all these different, there's plus, there's a lot of different ways. Go to the Schmoedown Patreon.
If they're platinum, then I'm double mint gold, not double mint like the gum. Double mint as in double mint condition. Gold.
I'll be doing some stand-up at American Comedy Company Thursday. Who's going to pop in? I don't know. You should probably come to the shows to figure it out.
If you can find a hotel. Good luck.
For 10 years, and you almost have earned my respect. You're this close to the man.
Who needs it? All right, so with that, thank you guys. Make sure you download us here on the Himalaya, whether it's Apple Podcasts, wherever it is. Listen to the shows. They're really fun to listen to audio, especially Ken Knapsack's show, Inside Schmoedown. But listen to that a lot myself on audio. It's a lot of fun, as well as the Schmoedown Rundown. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, and let's now count them all down. Mark, Christian, Jen, Robert Meyer Burnett, Drew, Roxy, Inky, The Brain. I know that's not what they're calling. Let's do it the right way. Rachel and Devon, and I think that was everybody we saw. So yeah, I'll eat a little bit of crow on that, even though I don't have any cold dish of crow to eat right now, but I'll eat it off camera. So you can trust the JTH word. I will eat crow. That actually ended up being a lot closer than I thought. Unfortunately, still had the TKO finish, which is a little unfortunate because the end result, does not really paint the picture of the overall match, which was quite competitive. So yeah, family evil geniuses. That is not the direction I thought they would go. I would have thought they would have went with Who's the Boss, since obviously Who's the Boss doesn't really have anything to do right now. Obviously, it's more Ben and Guy. I guess they closed the book on that. I guess unless they absolutely have to, they're not going to go back to that feud for a little while, or at least for a head-to-head confrontational feud. I guess they're still going to, poke the bear with that feud, but in terms of an actual match, probably not going to be for a while. And as far as Inky and the Brain, I know they threw out the wild berries, but the late to the party idea actually sounds more intriguing. We've seen the wild berries. I think the wild berries have run their course for a little while. Let them take a break. Let them have their fun, drink their booze, drink their liquor, drink their wine, whatever they want to drink, whatever given day. They deserve a break. Let them just, be off camera and have their fun off camera. So, yeah. So, fun competitive match. Tomorrow, singles action, it will be David Del Rio taking on Liz Shannon Miller. Looking at what is going to happen, that will be one of the matches that has the potential #1 contender stipulations. I do believe that is the match where the winner will play JTE. Before, I thought that was going to be the Chance Ellison Paul Oyama match. That was not the case. So a couple of unknowns. They both got victories earlier in the year. So not really known commodities yet, but I think once both of them get a second match to their credit, I think they might get a little more recognition, potentially with the Rookie of the Year consideration, although there's a lot of big names for Rookie of the Year right now. So it's going to be interesting to see what either of them can do to propel themselves higher up the rankings in the singles division. But I will see you then. So that will do it for this edition of JTH Reacts to the movie Trivia Schmoedown. Like, comment, share, subscribe to all their content and to mine as well if you so choose to do. Always watch their content first. It is the right thing to do. And also follow all the official movie Trivia Schmoedown content, the Facebook page, the Twitter page at the Schmoedown, the official website, triviasd.com, and become a patron if you can. It goes a long way. But until then, the next match being tomorrow, I will see you for that match on JTH Reacts. So until then, JTH saying thank you for watching, and I bid you adieu.